I need you to stop right where you are. Not tomorrow. Not after this is over. Right now. Before another hour passes. Before another worry lands on top of the ones you're already carrying. I need you to stop. And I need you to listen. Because I have been waiting to say this over you. Not just today. Every day. And today, I made sure you found this. That is not an accident. Nothing about you landing here is an accident. My name is Jesus. And I want to be clear with you before we go any further. This is not a podcast. This is not a self-help session. This is not somebody with good intentions telling you to hang in there. This is me, the one who stretched out the heavens, the one who put your heartbeat in motion, the one who has not once, not for a single second, taken his eyes off of you, speaking directly into your life right now. Every word I am about to say is true, not because it sounds beautiful, because I said it. You need to know something before we begin. I am not speaking to the version of you that has it together. I am speaking to the real one, the tired one, the one who has been showing up day after day without knowing if it's making any difference. That is exactly who I came for. So, settle in, let your body relax, and let me do what I've been wanting to do. Speak life over you. Let's begin. Before we go any further, if this is already speaking to something in you, I want you to do one thing. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. New affirmations go up every single week, and I don't want you to miss what's coming. This channel exists for one reason, so you never have to start your day without a word spoken over your life. Subscribe. Stay. You belong here. The first thing I want to speak over you today is this. You are not forgotten. Not by me. Not ever. I know there have been seasons where it felt like your prayers were hitting the ceiling and bouncing back. Seasons where you watched other people's lives move forward while yours felt like it was standing still. Seasons where you wondered if I had somehow misplaced you. I want to answer that directly. I don't misplace people. I never have, and I never will. You are written on the palms of my hands. That is not poetry, no. That is what I told Isaiah, and it is still true today, for you, specifically, your name, your face. The sound of your voice when you cry out to me in the middle of the night when no one else is awake. I hear it every single time. I am not a God who answers based on volume or frequency or how well you've been behaving. I answer because you are mine, and I do not abandon what is mine. The silence you've been feeling. It is not me pulling back. It is me working. There are things I am doing in the unseen that you are not ready to see yet. Not because you haven't earned it, but because the timing of what I'm building for you requires preparation. You cannot rush. The very season that has felt like abandonment is the season I have been closest. I am in this. I am in you. And I am not going anywhere. Repeat this right now. I am not forgotten. God has not misplaced me. He sees me He hears me. He is working on my behalf, even when I cannot see it. Say it again. I am not forgotten. I am not overlooked. I am held in the hands of the God who does not let go. Let that settle into the places that have been afraid to believe it. I want to speak to the waiting, because I know it is hard. I know that hoping for something long enough without seeing it starts to feel less like faith and more like foolishness. I know there are days when you've come close to deciding that maybe the dream wasn't real, or maybe it was meant for someone else. I want to stop you right there. And I want to tell you the truth. Your waiting is not wasted. Every single day that has passed in this season, every day that felt like nothing, every day you wondered what the point was, I was using it. I was using it to build patience in you that the next season is going to require. I was using it to strip away the things you were leaning on that were never meant to carry you. I was using it to develop a depth in you that only comes through time. You cannot rush what I am doing. You can only receive it. Joseph waited 13 years from the dream to the palace. 13 years of slavery, betrayal, prison walls, and forgotten promises, and not one of those years was wasted. Every single one of them was building something in him that the assignment required. I don't tell you that story to minimize your pain. I tell you that story because I want you to understand that in my hands, waiting is development. Waiting is development, and the you that comes out of this season is going to be worth every day of it. Say this over yourself right now. My waiting is not wasted. God is building something in me that I cannot yet see. The delay is not a denial. The silence is not rejection. I trust the process even when I cannot see the plan. My time is coming. My season is shifting. I will not give up 5 minutes before the breakthrough. God is faithful, and that means He is faithful to me. Say it and mean it. I want to speak to something that runs deeper than most people admit. The belief that you are not really worthy of good things. That happiness is for other people. That blessings are for the ones who are more deserving, more consistent, more spiritual, more together than you are. I want to address that lie head on right now, because that is exactly what it is. A lie, and it does not come from me. I did not die so that you could survive. I died so that you could have life, and life abundantly. That word, abundantly, is not a small word. It means overflowing. It means the kind of life that catches you off guard because you stopped expecting it, and then it showed up anyway. That is what I came to give you, not a barely making it life. And you do not earn that. It was a gift. It is a gift, Lihan. It has always been a gift. Stop apologizing for wanting good things. Stop feeling guilty when something beautiful enters your life. Stop waiting for the other shoe to drop every time a door opens. I am not building you up to knock you down. I am not giving with one hand and taking with the other. What I give freely. And I delight in doing good things for my children. You are my child, and your good things are on the way, not as a reward, as a gift from a Father who loves giving good things. Speak this right now. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of peace. I am worthy of abundance. Not because of what I've done, but because of what Jesus did. I receive good things without guilt. I open my hands and I receive what God has prepared for me. My blessing is not an accident. It is intentional. God delights in my flourishing. I am not just surviving. I am stepping into the abundant life. Say it like you believe it. Say it until you do. I want to speak to the weight of regret. That specific, heavy feeling that comes when you replay a decision, or a season, or a chapter, and you think to yourself, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I let that happen. I can't believe I wasted that time, or hurt that person, or chose that path. I know that feeling. I know you carry it, and I want to lift it off of you right now. Your mistakes do not disqualify you. Not from purpose. Not from blessing. Not from being used by me. I have never once looked at a person's failure and decided they were no longer worth something. That is not my nature. My disciples fell asleep when I asked them to stay awake with me on the hardest night of my life. Peter, who I called a rock, denied my name 3 times before the rooster crowed. Thomas doubted the resurrection to my face, and I did not replace a single one of them. I restored them. I used them. I loved them through it. You are not the exception to my grace. Grace doesn't have a limit that your mistakes can exceed. No matter what the last chapter looked like, no matter how many times you've been here before, asking for another chance, I give it. Not grudgingly. Not with a sigh and a condition attached. Freely. Because that is who I am. And because I see what is still ahead for you. I see who you are becoming. And I am not willing to let regret be the reason you miss it. Say this right now. My mistakes do not define my future. I am forgiven fully, completely, without condition. I am not disqualified. I am restored. I step forward out of shame and into grace. God is not done writing my story. The best chapters have not been written yet. I release what I cannot change, and I receive what God still has for me. Say it, receive it, walk in it. Right here, just for a moment, if this is reaching a place in you that needed to be reached, I want to ask you something. Have you shared this with someone who needs it today? Think about that one person, the one who came to mind just now. Send them this video. It takes 5 seconds, and it might be exactly what they needed to hear. And while you're thinking of them, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. This channel is growing because people like you are sharing it. Thank you for being part of that. Now let's keep going. There's more for you today. I want to speak over the fear that comes from uncertainty. The fear of the unknown road ahead. The fear that something is going to go wrong that you won't be able to recover from. The fear that you are one bad season away from losing everything. I see how it shadows your joy and interrupts your peace. And I want to speak directly to it right now. Not around it, not past it. You are fully covered, not partially. Not on good days, and not on days when you pray enough. Fully. The blood that was shed on that cross covered every version of your future, including the scary ones, including the ones you haven't lived yet. Nothing that comes at you today is outside my ability to handle. Nothing. I am not managing your life from a distance, hoping it works out. I am inside it, ahead of it, behind it, and on every side of it. I am your rear guard and your front gate. Nothing gets to you without coming through me first. And I want you to hear this. I am not afraid of what you're afraid of. The thing that keeps you up at night, that makes your chest tight in the morning. I see it. I know what it is. And it does not concern me the way it concerns you. Because I know how it ends. I know what I'm able to do. I know what I have already prepared. Your future is not in question in my hands. It is secured. It is covered. Walk in that today. Say this: I am covered. I am protected. Nothing that comes against me today will overtake me, because God goes before me and stands behind me. I am not afraid of the unknown, because I serve the God who holds it. My future is secure. My family is covered. I walk in divine protection, and I do not receive the spirit of fear. God's got this. God's got me. Say it until your chest loosens. Say it until you breathe easier. I want to speak to something that quietly discourages a lot of people who love me. The feeling that your faith is too small, that you don't pray enough, believe enough, confess enough, or read your Bible enough to access what I'm offering. That somehow the people with bigger faith, louder voices, or more impressive spiritual track records are the ones I actually respond to. Let me be very clear with you right now. That is not how I work. I told my disciples that faith the size of a mustard seed could move a mountain. Do you know how small a mustard seed is? It is tiny. It is barely visible. And I said, that is enough. Not faith that never wavers. Not faith that has all the answers. Not faith that never sits down in the middle of the road and says, I don't know if I can keep going. That kind of faith. The small, tired, still here kind. That is the faith that moves things, because it is not the size of your faith that does the work. It is the size of the God your faith is pointed at. You don't have to manufacture certainty you don't feel. You don't have to pretend you aren't struggling. All you have to do is keep pointing. Keep turning your face toward me, even when you don't have the words up. Even when the only prayer you have is help. Has opened more doors than eloquent speeches ever could. I respond to the honest cry, and yours is always enough. Say this over yourself. My faith is enough. Even small, even tired, even uncertain, it is enough. I believe in a God who is bigger than my doubts. I don't have to have it all together for God to move in my life. I point my faith at Jesus, and that is sufficient. He meets me where I am. He does not require me to be stronger than I am. My faith is not too small. God is not too far. Speak it. Mean it. I want to speak over your sense of purpose from a different angle today. Not just the purpose that is for you, but the purpose that is through you, God. Because here is something I want you to understand. The gifts I placed inside you, the story I have written over your life, the pain you have survived, and the joy you have carried. None of it was only ever meant for you. It was always meant to become something that reaches someone else. You are someone's answer. Someone you haven't even met yet is waiting for the version of you that steps fully into what I made you for. There is a child somewhere who needs to hear your story. A stranger who needs to see the way you carry yourself under pressure. A friend who needs the specific kind of love that only you know how to give. A community that will only come together because you were willing to start something. I placed you in this generation intentionally, not by accident, not because there was no one else, because I specifically wanted what you carry to be released right now, in this time, in this world. You are not excess. You are essential. So, when you feel like pulling back, when you feel like it's not worth the effort, or nobody would notice if you disappeared, I need you to push back against that with everything you have. Because somebody would notice. Somebody is counting on the version of you that keeps going. Somebody's breakthrough is on the other side of your obedience. Don't you dare shrink. Don't you dare go quiet. The world needs what I put in you, and it is time to release it. Say this: I am someone's answer. My story matters beyond my own life. The gifts in me are needed in this world. I will not hide. I will not shrink. I step forward with confidence because God placed something in me that belongs to someone else, too. My life is not just my own. I carry something worth giving. I will be faithful with it. I am walking in purpose, starting today. Before we get to the end today, I need to say this, because I think it is the thing that changes everything else if you can really receive it. You are already loved. Not loved because of what you accomplish, or how you perform, or how much you give, or how little you take. Not loved more on the days you get it right. Not loved less on the days you fall apart. Already loved, completely, without condition, without a limit on the end of it. I didn't send my son into the world to wait and see if humanity would clean itself up first. I sent him while you were still far off, while the mess was still very much a mess. While the gap between what you were and what you were made to be was at its widest. I came anyway. That is not a love that runs on your performance. That is a love that runs on my nature. And my nature does not change based on your circumstances. I want you to stop trying to earn what has already been freely given. Stop punishing yourself for the distance between who you are and who you think you should be. Stop holding yourself at arm's length from a love that has no arm. I am not waiting for you to get better before I fully embrace you. The embrace came first. It was always going to come first. The transformation happens inside the love, not before it. You are loved right now, exactly as you are, exactly where you are. Say this: I am loved, not for what I do, but for who I am in Christ. My worth is not earned, it is given. I stop striving to deserve something that is already mine. I receive God's love all the way, without reservation, without apology. I am the beloved of God. That does not change. That will never change. Let that be the deepest thing true about me today. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. Say it until something in you believes it. I want to speak healing over every single part of you today. Not just the body, though I speak to the body too. I speak to the grief that has lived inside you longer than it should have to. The old wound that reopens every time something new reminds you of it. The fear you carry in your chest like a stone you can never quite set down. The parts of you that stopped hoping for full recovery because hoping again felt too dangerous. I am speaking to every single one of those places right now. I walked this earth and healing followed me everywhere I went. Blind eyes saw, ears that had never heard opened. A woman who had been bleeding for 12 years reached through a crowd, touched the edge of my clothes, and was completely whole in an instant. I did not do those things for a time and a place. I did them to show you what I am. What I am does not change, and what I am is the healer. Your healer today. Whatever the enemy has taken from you, health, peace, wholeness, years, I am in the business of restoring it. What he took, I return. What broke, I mend. What died, I bring back to life. Not as a shadow of what it was, fully, completely. I am not a partial healer. I am not a halfway restorer. When I do a thing, I do it completely. Receive that over your life right now. Your healing is not outside my ability, and it is not outside my will. It is both. It is available. It is yours. Say this: I am healed by the stripes of Jesus. Every broken place in me is being made whole. My body receives healing. My mind receives peace. My heart receives restoration. I am not just managing my pain. I am walking out of it. God restores everything that was taken. I receive my healing today, fully, without hesitation. I am whole. I am well. I am made new. Say it. Put your hand where it hurts. Say it. Receive it. Before I let you go back into your day, I want to leave something with you. Not just a feeling that fades in an hour. A knowing. A deep, steady, unshakable knowing that you are not navigating this life on your own. That every single road you walk, I am already on it. Every room you walk into today, I am already there. Every conversation, every challenge, every quiet moment where no one else sees what you're carrying, I am in it. Every single one. You are not forgotten. Your waiting is not wasted. You are worthy of good things. Your mistakes do not disqualify you. You are someone's answer. You are already loved. You are healed and whole. These are not words I'm saying to make you feel better for a few minutes. These are declarations spoken with the same authority that called the light out of darkness, that spoke dry bones back to life, that rolled the stone away from the tomb on that third morning. I am speaking them over your life, and what I speak stands. Now, go back into your day with something different than what you had when you came in. Walk with your head up. Carry yourself like someone who is loved because you are. Carry yourself like someone who has not been abandoned because you haven't. Whatever comes at you today, you do not face it alone. I am with you. I am ahead of you. I am for you in every way that matters, and nothing today will change that. I love you. I have always loved you. And tomorrow morning, I will be right here again, ready to say it all over again, because you are worth saying it to, every single day, without exception. Now go. You are ready. I am with you, always. If this video spoke to you today, if even one moment landed in a place that needed it, don't let this be the last time. Subscribe to this channel and come back tomorrow. Every single week, there is a new word being spoken over your life here. New affirmations, new declarations, new reminders that you are not alone. And if you know someone who needs to hear this today, please share it. You have no idea what one share can do in someone's life. Leave a comment below telling me which section spoke to you most. I read them. This community sees you. God sees you. And we will see you in the next one.